Shalom, greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get the raw and the real 24/7. Now, real quick, family, I just want to come back with another update on this Takeoff case and clear up some confusion that's going on in the YouTube world, in the YouTube streets, okay? And this is going to be important because a lot of times, man, you have a lot of mixed information out there, and I understand that people, they're doing what they're doing for money, but you got to understand that people want to come and get real news, real information. And it's important that you fact checking this stuff that you're getting from people. So I'm finna clear up the stuff with the, as far as where he was shot at, the argument with the alleged argument with Junior, and then I got some new information that I forgot to tell you guys yesterday, and then I'm gonna get on the Atlanta OG that made the statement that I just watched. I believe that was earlier this morning. So now, real quick, before I get into this information, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on all bell notifications, okay? And share this with other Israelites, other platforms, other bloggers out there. And I also just want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, everybody that's coming through, showing love. When we get to the 20,000 mark, I'm going to do something special, for Israelite family out there. You know what I mean? And we got a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming down the pipeline too. You know what I'm saying? So this is just the beginning. Now, let's get into this information. Now, I had people writing to me telling me that Takeoff was shot in the neck and all of this other stuff. What I want you guys to understand, you have to stop listening to people that are, and don't get me wrong, it's okay to give your opinion on stuff, but make sure you letting people know that this is your opinion. Don't try to come and act like this stuff is stamped when people are not doing real research. All you got to do is just go online, and all you got to do is Google where Takeoff was shot at. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of places that you can go. You know what I mean? And you just Google it. And I'm just right here on CNN, on the on their website, and I put this up on the screen so you guys can see it. But it tells you right here that Harris County Medical Examiner's Office listed the manner of death as a homicide with penetrating gunshot wounds of the head, the torso, and the arm. So as I told you, he was shot in the head. This is what I got. Now, if you got the autopsy report or you got some other information, email that information to me. I'll look at it. And if it's accurate, then I don't mind coming out and clearing that up. But they're telling us that the medical examiner said he got hit in the head, he got hit in the torso, and he got hit in the arm. This is the cause of death. Okay, so this is what I'm going with until somebody else produce, the receipts. You know what I mean? Now, there's people running around talking about that Takeoff was in an argument with JR. That is a lie. And it's simple. We got the video. We could clearly hear who Quavo is arguing with in that video. We see Mike Prince right there trying to, trying to break everything up and just like, and we can hear him arguing with appears to be Yellow Hoodie, Cam, and whoever the other person was. Because remember, he said they. He didn't say he said they. Ain't gonna be disrespectful about the money. You know what I'm saying? So this is letting us know that it was more than just Cam Yellow Hoodie. It was another third person. And that other person was the person that did the shooting. Okay? And this is simple. And I'm coming back and I'm about 99% stamping this that MIGO BANDZ did not shoot. Mob Ties is responsible for that body. And how do we know it? It's simple. This is why I told you yesterday. That woman that's filming up the hallway, this is all we need to know. Because as I explained to you, when you go look at, and it was Houston News that did that, if I'm not mistaken, they the one that they froze that image of MIGO BANDZ by that door like he was shooting, but that was a lie. He wasn't shooting. They clipped it, paused it, and then they restarted it. Okay? What I want you guys to do, just to get the real information, just go to TMZ channel and look at the video, because people are clipping videos, pasting this together, pasting there. They got the actual video, okay, of what actually happened. The woman that's filming up the hallway is telling us everything that we need to know, because the one woman that's filming, this is the woman that's standing by Mike Prince. And I don't know if I still got that picture, but it's a picture with him standing by a woman, and it looks like That's her recording. She kind of got her phone down, but she's recording with the phone out. And Mike Prince looked at the other woman. But at any rate, the woman that's filming up the hallway, she's telling us everything that we need to know. Because where Houston News froze that image with MIGO BANDZ by the door like he was shooting, the woman that's shooting up the hallway let us know that there was no shooting going on at that time period. Meaning that at that point, MIGO BANDZ did not shoot. Now, when you listen to the audio, what you're going to hear is that muffled shot, like boom. And in my opinion, what I believe happened is when Yellow Hoodie grabbed Takeoff, he shot him in the torso. That's why they said, man, what's up? What you doing? And then MIGO BANDZ went to return fire. And the other guy that was over there, that started shooting, ran MIGO BANDZ out of. He never got a chance to shoot. So when they froze that steel frame, that was them trying to make it seem like he was shooting, but it wasn't. The shooting was coming from another end. But the reason why they did that is because they want to put the heat on MIGO BANDZ, like, oh, this is a person of interest. Houston police never came out, to my knowledge, and said that he was a person of interest. You know why? Because they know he never shot. They got the footage. They're looking at the whole footage. They know he never shot. This is why, let me explain this to you. This is how we know this. If you notice, Jay Prince Sr., he never came out for 3 days, right? Remember, people kept saying, why he ain't come out? Why he ain't come out? It's because they was waiting on the autopsy report to determine if MIGO BANDZ actually, but they know he never shot. He never had a chance to shoot because, in my opinion, when Yellow Hoodie grabbed Takeoff, he shot him in the torso. And then what he did is that when MIGO BANDZ went to return fire, Yellow Hoodie ran into the venue. And the guy that was shooting, he got the up on MIGO BANDZ, so MIGO BANDZ had to get up out of there. If you look at the picture, he caught Quavo all the way down at the other end when he bumped into, and I think that might have been YRN that he bumped into, because he came back down there as I showed you in the other footage. So MIGO BANDZ was trying to get out the jam. He never fired a shot. They know this. So what Senior did was, he never came out to make a statement because he wanted to wait to confirm what the autopsy report said. This is why when they came out, this came out on what? The 3rd. It came out on the 3rd of November. This is when he came out and made the statement, because he knew then that it wasn't MIGO BANDZ that shot Takeoff. It was Mob Ties that did that. The people that Quavo was arguing with. This is who killed him. It's simple. This is why the same day the autopsy report came out, this is when Senior came out. Because think about this, if they knew that MIGO BANDZ actually hit and killed Takeoff, they would have came out and said, hey, it wasn't us. We didn't do that. That was woo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got into it or whatever, but it was your own man that did that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. So when this is why when Senior came out, he was just like, hey, the shooters can't hide behind, because he know. But we know he's not giving the shooters up, because why? Because the shooters did 9 times out of 10 put in work before. It would be madness, And this is why, if you also notice, the Houston police came out, the mayor and all these people came out, November 1st. They never came back out after this was released, because they know they're not looking for MIGO BANDZ. MIGO BANDZ didn't do it. They gave you MIGO BANDZ so you can talk about MIGO BANDZ while they was cleaning up what was going on. MIGO BANDZ never shot. Because the woman that's filming up the hallway, she's showing us what's going on all the way up the hallway. MIGO BANDZ is past that door where they trying to freeze him at like he was shooting. He was never sitting right there shooting, or he would have hit Yellow Hoodie. But in my opinion, when Yellow Hoodie hit Takeoff in the torso, MIGO BANDZ went to return fire, but then the other Mob Tie person started shooting. You know what I'm saying? And ran MIGO BANDZ up out of there. He never shot. This is why they try to freeze it there and make it seem like he was shooting, but he never shot. And this is the other reason he didn't shoot. That thing would have been way louder right there by that woman that was recording. You could tell that it was coming from a distance and that it was loud. It would have been way louder. He was right there. That gunshot would have been way louder if MIGO BANDZ was shooting. That was not him shooting. That was MIGO BANDZ running up out of there. He caught Quavo at the other end trying to get up out that jam. So, and if you look at the photo, you can see MIGO BANDZ was standing right here. Takeoff was standing right here, and then Yellow Hoodie was right there. What I think happened is, if you look, MIGO BANDZ was looking at whoever that other person was over there, past, you know what I'm saying, not Yellow Hoodie. But when Yellow Hoodie did that, they kind of turned like, man, what's going on? And before he can draw down, that's when they started shooting, and Yellow Hoodie ran out the jam into the whatchamacallit. You know, so that it's simple. But at any rate, this is why Senior did not come out. They wanted to confirm how he was killed. And if you notice, this is why the police ain't came back out and gave you no update. It's nothing to update. Montage is the shooter. It's simple as that. What they gonna say? You know, and this is what I would say. If you in Atlanta and you know Takeoff's mother, she needs to go to the FBI. Forget Houston police. Them people are corrupt. They're not getting nothing done. You know, every last one of them need to go to jail and need to be locked up. Okay? Because they're not getting nothing done. They're trying to treat Takeoff like he was a peewee. This dude is a mega star. These dudes are global. You telling me they can't solve the case? They already know who did the shoot. But they're not going to go down and arrest them. So because they're not going to go down and arrest them, they need to just go to the FBI and put pressure and tell them that these people are corrupt. They got, what are they doing? They already said witnesses that came in and spoke to them. The people that got shot was cooperating. Why all of a sudden we don't hear nothing? It's because the people told them what happened, and they're not going to move on that because 9 times out of 10, and this is my opinion, allegedly, they under control of Montage. They're not finna, ain't no telling what they got on them people, man. They not finna do that, you know? And like people are tapping in from Houston, they telling me that police department is corrupt, okay? And shout out to everybody out there that's keeping it real, because this is, let me tell you something. This is the problem that we have in our community. You got these fake street rules. Let me explain to you how fake this stuff is. When something happen in our communities, right? They don't want you to say nothing. Just shut your mouth and don't say nothing. But then at the same time, these people that's trying to keep the street rules, that's keeping their mouth silent, the other people, they not getting no get back. This is why now all of that stuff Quavo was talking, is being put to the test right now. All that, I'm gonna hit him with a now we finna see what's going on. Now we getting ready to really see if they really about that business. And if not, then, I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? This is another reason why you just need to go and get out of the way. These are mega stars, you know? So once the Most High deliver you from something, you have to keep elevating, you know, and try to help your people get up, not going back into the same stuff. So now all of that stuff is being put to the test because they're not going to go talk to the police. So that means the only thing that's going to happen, either somebody's going to go turn them into the feds, or you got to get back. It's one of the two. What you going to do? So all of that stuff is getting ready to be put to the test. And these are lessons for the youth that's coming up, because now you're getting ready to see if these people are really gangsters like they said they is, or is they getting ready to just tuck their tail and just be. And this is the stuff that I don't like about the game. They want you to be quiet and not say this and that, but they not getting no get back. Just like, and I want to go back and I want to reiterate something, you know, because like I said, Wack be saying some real stuff. If something happened in this town and it was bogus and people are saying they tired, why ain't these people touched yet? Why ain't y'all getting this done? If you're not gonna talk, if you said I'm not going to the police, then you got to get it done. And then a lot of times they're not going to do it. You see what I'm saying? Look at the situation with Jeezy and Gucci. We know that was Gucci. We know that was Jeezy guy that got killed. See, so and this is important for the youth to understand, because they're going to use you as throwaways, and then they're not going to get the business done on the back end. If something happened to you and somebody lay you down, they're not going to get the job done. It's just going to be like, man, you know, I'm going on about my business, man. It's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is what's going on with it. It's something else I want to point out, right? Before I move to Atlanta OG, and then I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Wack said something that was kind of intriguing. He said that Jay Prince made a donation, was making these donations for $1 million to some churches or whatever the case may be. I'm wondering now, as I told y'all, is that the $1 million that Boosie had to come up with in the Duke of Jula case? Because I'm watching Boosie, and if you in Atlanta, I want y'all to tap in. Where is this million? He claiming he needed $1 million to get all this construction done. My question is the construction going on? Is the work getting done? What's going on? Because it sounded to me like he promoting movies and all this other stuff, you know? And he told us, if you go look at the Vlad TV interview with the black Boosie shades on, he told us, if you just Google Trader Truth and Boosie, Vlad asked Boosie about that situation. He said, man, I just talked to Jay Prince the other day. So how did that conversation go? Was it and all this is just allegedly. Did it go, oh, they got the footage down there, but it's gonna cost you a ticket to wooty wooty woo. Because this would be the only reason why Boosie, he got the money, but he's not going into his account to get it, because he know, like, well, if something don't go right, I'm gonna need that money to fight in court. So I'm gonna just sell these and that and get that and then take care of that. Is that, So it's all type of stuff that's going on down there that the whistle need to be blown on. And all those police officers, all them people, if they're corrupt, they need to be sitting in jail. Because this is why Tanakh teaches us not to take bribes, because it blinds judgment. You can't judge and do things properly because you're taking bribe money. Your hands is tied. So if they took money on this, they can't solve that case, even though they know who the shooters is. What they gonna do? So this is why I said they need to go to the feds and put the feds on them. Because one thing about these Negroes that I know is they scared of jail. They scared of jail. Look what's going on in the Dolph case. This is another reason why we got to get our kids out of this street stuff. Now, they wouldn't have did this drill. They laid Dolph down, and now they sitting in jail, and they talking. They're telling. Okay? And what you got to understand, those people that they have, those three, the one that just got Hernandez, and then you had Straight Drop and Cornelius. One of them is just a getaway driver. They're applying pressure to the getaway driver. Hey man, you want to do a number driving, but you gonna go through life unless you know how they working on back there in them how they beat them up in them interrogation rooms. But they told you that there's more people in the indictment, meaning that what? They are the throwaways, as I told y'all. Dolph got hit in Makeda's. See, that's the shooter that hit him in there is not the people that was in the front that they gave you the steel frames of. This is why they're telling you, it's more people involved in that. Because if these are the only people, why is there more people in the indictment? You know what I'm saying? So they know this. Okay. So, but at any rate, let's move right along. Because like I explained to you, this is why Senior he waited 3 days to come out, and we ain't heard nothing back from the police department because they was waiting on the autopsy report. When the autopsy report came out and showed who the shooters was, they quiet as a mouse. You don't even hear them, because what can they say? What can they tell the people? Other than my ties killed that boy. Okay. Now let me say this, and I'm finna wrap this up. I was listening to the Atlanta OG. They call him Atlanta OG. I don't know his name. I don't even know if he got a channel. I watched the video that he did on the brother OG. What's his name? Jacario. If I'm saying your name incorrect, I'm sorry. But he had it posted, and I was watching it, right? And I want to point out something in there that he said, because it's time for the OGs to start turning back and instructing the youth. Just like the book of Malachi tells us before the great day of Yahuwah, that he's going to turn the minds and the hearts of the fathers to the sons and the sons to the fathers. He's going to turn all that stuff back. This is the phase that we're moving into. It's time for the elders, the OGs, the real OGs. If you're really about that life, it's time to step up and start doing your part. Okay? Because why are we sitting out here sacrificing our youth and having them doing stuff that we know we're not going to do? Okay? And I want to use Gucci Man as an example, because and this is not only just for Gucci Man, but this is for all these rap stars out here that's bosses in the game and doing all this stuff. Why would you go through something? Now, Gucci done been to jail, done time, so he already know what the lick read. Why would you subject your artists and everybody to this other stuff? There's other ways to get money, okay? There's other ways to get money than promoting death and killing in our communities and selling drugs. It's plenty of stuff that you can sell. You can sell toilet paper. You can sell water. It's all type of stuff that you can do. You can open up stores. It's all type of stuff that our people can be doing outside of killing ourselves over this nonsense. And it's time for those, if you want the respect, it's time to step up and earn that thing. There will be no way that Me coming from where I come from, will I jeopardize my people and put them through a situation unless we have to? Now, if we gotta do something, we gotta do it. You know what I mean? But if we don't have to do it, why put ourselves in a situation when there's a million ways to get money without jeopardizing our lives? Okay, jeopardizing going to jail, jeopardizing somebody getting killed. Okay, it's plenty of stuff that we can do to get money, and it's time for these OGs to step up. Every time this type of stuff happen, you got these OGs, these people that sit in the background that know this stuff is bogus, but what they're going to do, they're not going to say nothing. They're going to come out and, yeah, rest in peace, Takeoff, and rest in peace, whoever the next rapper is that get killed, and they're going about their business. They're going to try to get publicity. They're going to make money. They're going to have their opinions and all this other stuff, and they're not going to do nothing. It's just like with 21 Savage. He talking about it was a freak accident. What was freak about that? Let me say something. There's nothing freak about what happened down there. Now, people say, okay, well, Quavo did make a dangerous statement. And when you make a statement like that, you're basically saying like, okay, it's up. You know what I'm saying? When you're saying somebody gonna get hurt. But at any rate, I'm not really blaming Quavo because wherever you go in the world, you a man. And we can clearly see it wasn't about no losing money like all these people said. The man it was about the disrespect. He said they're not going to keep being disrespectful. Don't play with me. I don't play like that. Meaning that somebody is being disrespectful and playing games. This is how we also know that wasn't Jay Prince Jr. because why would he be playing with Quavo like that? We heard what the man said out of his mouth. It was over the disrespect. Okay? And they should have been, if that man is a guest in your house, he should have been getting the utmost respect. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, they was bogus on their end. And that's just what it is. But we got to do better as a people, man. And like I said, Atlanta OG came out. He's saying some stuff that's resonating. There's other OGs out there that's saying the same thing. And it's time for the OGs to start standing up and standing on this business, man, and calling it how it is. You know, because all this, I'm sitting back, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's on them. It's always like that until it's somebody that you got love for. And this is why the Most High allowed Takeoff to be taken like that, because he know this is somebody that was loved all around the world, and you can't just, it's war. It's what's going on. It's war. So at the end of the day, I wanted to clear that stuff up, bring y'all that information. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Shalom.